Robert Easter Jr. versus Richard Commey. This is the post-fight video. You're now tuned into Calix Boxing. Hit that sub button for nightly boxing videos. Robert Easter Jr. Only been pro for about 3.5 years, 25 years old. This was for the vacant IBF trinket, one of those trinkets floating around. This was a very good fight, and I had people hit me up on here. Watch the fight. Why haven't you done the video for this? Why haven't you watched the fight yet? And I watched it. Finally, my 1 year old let me watch the fight. Wasn't able to watch it over the weekend, so finally I was able to sit down and watch it, and glad I did. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. For the life of me, I have no idea how Richard Comey did not go down from that right hook that Easter Jr. hit him with in that 12th round. Oh my God. He looked like somebody off the Matrix. I mean, how he stays standing up for that. He's one hell of a tough son of a gun to stand up for that and then not go. And that's the thing. Both of these fighters are big punchers. They're legit big punchers. However, they seem to have great chins as well because Comey hit Easter Jr. with two or three shots. I was like, damn, how did he stay up from that? And I mean, both of those guys took the punch as well and continued to move on. And just a hell of a fight. I had it 114 to 113 for Easter Jr. Now I would have had it 115, 113 had it not been for that knockdown that they called. I believe that was the eighth round, which I didn't think was a knockdown. You have to score the knockdown if that's what the ref calls it. But I didn't think it was a knockdown. I don't think his glove grazed the canvas, and I thought and this is a fight where I thought the judges did a very good job because even the judges who scored it for Comey, if you flip one round, then you got a 114, 113 for Comey. So and if you look at the first four rounds in particular, I had it 2-2, but there was a round in there, I believe it was the third round, where you could have. I scored it for Easter Jr., where you could have possibly scored it for Comey, and there you go. That would be 114, 113 the other way, if you did it, if you scored it for him there. I just thought the first four rounds, both fighters looked good. Comey looked good as well, but fifth through like the eighth round, those middle rounds, I felt that Easter Jr. established his jab, found his rhythm. Very good head movement, was using very good upper body movement, controlling his distance. What he does though is, and he had a distinct height advantage in this fight, but what he does is he'll give it up to go inside and go to the body because he's a good body puncher for a guy so tall. And he does that. He has two punches that I love. Actually, three, because that right hook that he landed in the 12th round, I love that punch. If he finds his distance and sits on a punch, man, good night. That punch would have knocked a lot of guys out. Not Comey though. Tough. Comey's a tough fighter, and I love this. This is my first time seeing him. I mean, those dudes coming over from Ghana, tough fighters. Stamina is incredible. Um, their skin as well doesn't cut, so you're not gonna. Just look at Josh Cloudy. I mean, it'd take a million punches to slice that guy up. Same thing with Comey, and as this fight went on, I wanted Robert Easter Jr. to win the fight because he's an American fighter. I just wanted the American fighter to win, but I found Comey endearing as well. When they're explaining his story and how many continents he fought in, he's always got to go in somebody's backyard. So I kind of found myself cheering for both of them at points in this fight. But back to Easter Jr., there's three punches that I love from him. One was that right hook, the jab. When he throws that jab, it's beautiful. It shoots out there, a fast jab. The third punch, he throws a beautiful counter uppercut. Beautiful. And you saw when Comey would jump in, get careless, and he'd put his head down as he's throwing. Uh, Robert Easter Jr. started timing him, and he'd shoot that right uppercut up the middle, and it would catch Comey. Like I said, there was two or three times he threw that punch, and Comey just kept coming. and I was like, damn, that dude's got a chin. He's got a chin. He's a pressure fighter. He'll beat you with attrition. Now you look at his resume, definitely padded, 24-0, 22 knockouts coming in. You look at his first like 12 fights, he was fighting guys who were actually winless. But there's no question, man. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. And Farhood was saying during the fight, whoever wins this fight for him would crack the top five at 135. Um, I would definitely put Easter Jr. in there after this fight, but Comey and I was looking at BoxRec rankings. They got Comey like at 14 at lightweight. To me, that seems a little low after this fight. But they're heavy with resume, which I am as well. But after watching this fight and after watching Easter Jr. for the past couple fights, Easter Jr. is coming along well for a guy who's only been pro for 3.5 years. And I hope they continue moving this guy along. He's got the entertainment value down. He's a fun fighter to watch. He wants to knock guys out. Also, he's a big puncher. What do I keep saying on here, on a lot of these videos? Activity and knockouts. That's what people want to see now. Activity, knockouts. Those two never fail. He's got the knockouts thing down. He's got to keep the activity going. Stay active. Please keep this guy active. Please keep him active. And there's a smart way to do it too. Fight him in Cincinnati. Have him fight in Cincinnati. For the life of me, I don't understand why these promoters get so lazy and they have these guys fight in places that don't make sense. You saw he fought in Reading, Pennsylvania, which is, I believe, 7 hours away from his hometown, and Toledo. And you saw the crowd he drew over there. They traveled for him. Just imagine him and Broner on the same card in Cincinnati. That's a sellout. It's a sellout. Those guys, they would sell. They bring people to the gate. So have them fight on the same card, build Easter Jr. that way, and these promoters need to stop being lazy and just grabbing the biggest site fee. Think long term. Think about building the guy geographically, and it'll work. Look at Andre Ward. We can talk bad about Andre Ward, but look, he sells in Oakland. He does. People come out for him in Oakland. He sold out multiple times there. And even when he doesn't, it's still a good bit of people going. Kelly Pavlik, when he was fighting close to, I think they had him in AC, and he fought in Ohio once or twice. Um, you look at Deontay Wilder in Alabama when they fight him in Alabama. Look at Terrence Crawford in Omaha. Fight guys close to home. Roy Jones fought what, half his fights, over half his fights. He fought like damn near 40 fights on the Gulf Coast or in the South. Build guys geographically. Do it the old school way, man. Don't keep sticking fights in casinos and it doesn't make sense. The guys overseas know, those promoters know how to do it. You look at fights over there, they're events. If you're a promoter, you got to know how to build events, not just fighters. Build an event, and to do that, you have to build these fighters. So, but as far as Easter Jr. goes, a lot of promise with this guy. A lot of talent there. A lot to like about this guy. Even if he doesn't end up being an elite fighter, he's a fun fighter to watch. And for me, that's enough. That's enough to keep me tuned in. So, and I think a lot of fans are like that as well. So even if he doesn't end up being this great fighter, um, although he's a talented fighter right now, so it seems still early to tell. But even if he doesn't, he's still a fun fighter. When you look at the landscape at 135, obviously Mikey Garcia is going to be there. He's going to be the big shark there. Um, that's still far off for a Robert Easter Jr., but there are certainly guys at 135. 135 is not a deep division. So Easter Jr., you keep building him right, and who knows where he'll be 2 years from now. Who knows if a Mikey Garcia fight won't be there 2 years from now. So keep building him. Do it smart. Have him fight in Ohio. Have him fight with Adrian Broner on the same card, and continue to build him. Continue to build him because he's fun to watch. talented fighter. And Comey, I want to see him too. And I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch for this fight. I wouldn't mind seeing that. It's a good fight. Could have went either way. Could have went either way, depending on how you scored those first 4 rounds. And I just thought Easter Jr. edged it out, came up big in that last round, and very good fight. Very, very, very good fight. Had it not been for the Chocolatito Quadras fight, this would have been the fight of the weekend. Would have been the fight of the weekend. So very good fight, and props to both guys. Both guys have very good chins. Both guys can punch, and it made fireworks. Very good fight. So hit me up. Let me know what y'all thought about the fight. I still don't know how Comey took that shot in the 12th round and stayed up. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Y'all hit me up. Peace.